I won't worry about the chat then. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. All right, that's going through. Good. Guess everyone's in. Do you want to shoutcast the game? Or do you want me to do it?
I love this. And you know, this is the last year.
Oh man, I could always come back and shoutcast your games in Portugal. What, it's 6 hour, 5 hour ahead, so it wouldn't be too bad.
It will be.
Yeah, 9 o'clock. What was that?
I said when my uncle was getting his place in Florida, the two things that he wanted to have there was in-ground pool and hot tub. Because he was like, it'll be great. You can use it year round.
There's no mute button on this. What? They're hearing us talk. Check, 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 check. Hello, hello, hello. All right. Do you want to check in on what they're waiting for over there? Maybe they're waiting for TEC to start it.
Yeah. Yeah, they make a lot of it.
All right, welcome to Penn Manor Esports. This is Rocket League playoffs for the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Esports League, and Penn Manor has had an undefeated season. I am sitting here with Craig, who's not on the mic yet, but I might throw on the mic a little bit later on so he can talk to you a little bit about the team. But this team really has been impressive this year. They went undefeated in their fall season, fell in the finals to Biglerville, and now here in the spring season again are undefeated and are taking on Lebanon High School, who we did play in the regular season and had managed to defeat them then. So it's been a good year for Penn Manor Rocket League. Landon, Jaxiel, and Chad, who are our players here, and are on the court here. Going against Lebanon, 4 minutes in, is a 0-0 score, as we are coming here and playing in this playoff match. If Penn Manor or Lebanon wins this match, they go into the spring finals, which will be on April 11th. And I'm sure they will be streamed. They just won't be streamed in our Twitch channel at that point. Penn Manor are doing a real good job, I was going to say, in their offense, and Shank scores. So Landon Shank brings it in for a score at 3-3-3, making it a 1-0 game. A 1-0 game. A good start for Penn Manor. All right. Jaxiel, of course, is Jaxie Shank. Landon Shank is there, and Shank. And then Chad is on I Am Lusty, I believe. And then on the kickoff, now on the Penn Manor side. Penn Manor, of course, blocking it, but Lebanon doing all they can to kind of keep it on the Penn Manor side. And it is knocking up free score, not quite, just off the edge of the backboard, but then followed through with Jaxiel bringing it in to a 2-0 game here at 3 minutes. So a nice job by Penn Manor there, bringing it in and making it a 2-0 score in this first match. Just so you know, different than the regular season. Our regular season matches were a best of 5, but this is a best of 7. So plenty of time for Lebanon High School to make this a hard fight. A hard fight. So this, of course, Lebanon High School, just so you know, a little bit of trivia here. Sean Kennedy is one of the tech leaders at Lebanon High School, and he, of course, used to teach here at Penn Manor High School. So a little bit of rivalry we have going on here between our teams, only because the coaches kind of know each other. But we do wish Lebanon Valley, of course, has had to have a good season to be this far into playoffs, and so we're hoping that Penn Manor, of course, will bring it in, make it in a 3-0 score as Landon Shank. Nice, nice placement there by, I think Jaxiel placed it, and then, of course, brought in by Landon Shank. 3-0 score, 2-2-0 going into the final 2 minutes of the match here. Penn Manor up 3-0. If you've been around Rocket League long enough, you know that 2 minutes is a lot of time to lose a game if you want to lose a game, because it's really open. Anyone can. This is really anyone's game at this point. Assuming Lebanon could turn it on. They, of course, if they're playing the way they've been playing, it looks like Penn Manor should be able to take this match, but we will see. Ball bouncing around the side of Penn Manor, then shot over to Lebanon Valley side here. Will Penn Manor be able to follow up on it? No, it is knocked out of the goal area. And but Shank's there. Will he be able to put it in? He kind of dribbles it in, but knocked away by Lebanon High School. Jaxiel's there, bringing it in. It should be a score. Nice job, Jaxiel. So it's now a 4-0 match with 1:25 left. So nice job bringing that in to that. All right, knocked onto the side of Lebanon High School. Lebanon, of course, now on defense, trying to get it out of their side. And it looks like their Dyer is trying to get in, but it's just kind of bouncing around the front of their goal. Finally knocked away. Finally knocked onto the side of Penn Manor. Could be a score, but knocked away. Nicely done by Chad to knock it away from the goal. And it's now onto the midfield as it's kind of carried on toward Lebanon High School. Not quite enough to make it a goal, just off the edge. But Chad there kind of hanging around saying, hey, I want to keep the ball in this area. And does so effectively. Landon now has the ball, kind of trying to dribble it in toward the goal, but no, kind of knocked across the field. But Jaxiel scored on that cross play. 37 seconds to go. It's now looking like the net. Penn Manor really would have to work to lose it at this point. So 37 seconds, but again, we still have 6 more games potentially in this series. Assuming Lebanon Valley, I wouldn't say Lebanon Valley, it's not Lebanon Valley High School, it's just Lebanon High School. Assuming that they can actually bring it in. Under 30 seconds here, ball just kind of bouncing around the Lebanon High School goalpost. And finally they knock it away, and it's kind of left to drift. But Penn Manor playing like this game is not won yet, so 8 seconds counting down. It is Penn Manor's game, and Lebanon's bring back in the final match.
Back to the garage.
Nice job, Penn Manor, on this first match here. And we'll go to a short break here. You see, Jaxiel was actually the top scorer, 3 goals there. But Shank had plenty of assists, as well as everyone was kind of doing their thing. You can see that Chad is really doing a lot of the savings back on the defensive end of Penn Manor, and really does a nice job here. All right, you're ready to go for match number 2. And here we go. And, oh my God, I don't know if I've seen a quicker score this season. 1 second in the match, it is Penn Manor 1-0. Holy Hannah. Wow. How demoralizing is that? To start off with that quick of a score. Ball is bouncing around the side of Penn Manor, but Shank is kind of dribbling across the field. It is not an open score there, and Lebanon is able to kind of knock it away from the front of the goal. It's bouncing loose in there. Lebanon trying to follow through, but Penn Manor should be there to answer it. It's kind of a loose ball here on Penn Manor's side. Finally, Jaxiel is able to kind of knock it onto the side of Penn Manor, and or onto the side, but it is, oh wow, what a save indeed, as that ball almost looked like it was in the goal, and Penn Manor was there to kind of knock it out. Early in the match, we said that early score gets kind of demoralizing, but there's still plenty of time for this to be anyone's match. And again, another incredible save here at the goal. Ball kind of spending a lot of time in Penn Manor's side in comparison to the other game. Knocked away by Lebanon as the ball's kind of seemingly heading toward the goal. Now onto the side of Penn Manor again. Seemingly a lot of time, again, like I'm saying, last game, if you look statistically how much time the ball spent on Penn Manor's side, not a lot. Again, third save of the game here in the first minute and a half. This, again, like I said, could be anyone's score and anyone's game. Knocked away, and again by Jaxiel. Now onto the side of Lebanon High School. Finally brought in, but saved by Lebanon High School. As the ball is now kind of dribbling across the midfield here onto the side of Penn Manor, trying to bring it in here to the side here. Onto the side of Lebanon High School as they bring it in, knocked away onto the side of Penn Manor as they're trying to bring it in for score. Lebanon still is yet to have a single score in this match. Penn Manor, Lebanon does a nice job of kind of escorting the ball away from the goal. Again, saved by, looks like Chad there, knocked away by Penn Manor onto the side of Lebanon. Again, the only score of the game was that score that was made in the first second of the match, and ever since then it's been a scoreless game. Penn Manor trying to bring that ball back in. Will they do it? No, it would have been hit. It would have hit the side anyways. But this looks like it could be. Jaxiel's there to answer it, and they carried it away from the side of Penn Manor's goal as they try to bring some leverage here. It's a 1-0 match going into the 2-minute mark. And the ball's kind of dancing around both sides right now. First on to Penn Manor's, then on to Lebanon High School's, and knocked back on the Penn Manor side. And it is defended very well by Lebanon here. Lebanon's doing a nice job here, and a nice job by Lebanon trying to knock that away. That could have easily been a score. And now back onto the side of Lebanon and on to Penn Manor. It's like a ping pong match in the middle of this Rocket League game as the ball bounces back and forth. And again, what an incredible save. I think Penn Manor's got incredibly lucky with some of their saves. Will they be able to bring it in? It doesn't look like not this time, as they're able to knock it away. This ball again now loose and knocked so that it knocks off the side and onto the side of Lebanon. Back on the Penn Manor side, and it again just knocked away. We are at 1 minute mark. Again, all you need to do to win a game is get 1 point above the opponent, which is what Penn Manor has. But they've been unable to score anything beyond the first second. And if anything, it tells you that Penn Manor, that Lebanon does have the potential to beat Penn Manor when the score is this close, and with the way Penn Manor has been playing this match. So it's definitely a competitive game here with the 1 point game, and 30 seconds remaining. Will Penn Manor be able to bring it home? We obviously hope so, but we are looking for a good game as well. We don't want it to be a real blowout here as we go. Penn Manor, 18 seconds left, trying to make it another score, and we're unable to as it bounces off the top of the net. And now onto the field, 10 seconds left to go. Penn Manor desperately trying to keep this as a 1-0 game. It should be Penn Manor's, and it is. What a close game. Only score of the game coming in there in that first second of the game. Do you want to hop on and say anything? I think all right. I will get the coach on here to speak in a little bit here. Between the next match and the next match, we're going to be talking about the players and the team. All right. We are into match 3. With as close as that game was, this should be a game that is contention for Penn Manor. And here we are. Into the match. The ball is on Penn Manor's side, but not for long as Shank and Jaxiel look to knock it onto the side of Lebanon. Although it's knocked back onto Penn Manor, this ball is spending an uncomfortable amount of time onto the side of Penn Manor. Ball now onto the side of Lebanon High School as Penn Manor's trying to get a goal here. Certainly no 1 second goal that we had earlier here in the match. Ball comes off the side of the Penn Manor, I guess, space, and now back onto the Lebanon High School as the ball is kind of skirting across the front of the goal. But Chad's there trying to put it into a position to play, but they're unable to capitalize on the ball kind of going there. Jaxiel trying to follow that ball. Shank misses that ball, trying to cut across it. Now back on the side of Lebanon High School. Jaxiel trying to follow it in. It is unable to be brought across, and Shank is there to keep it onto the side of Lebanon High School. Will this go in? No, just off the side here as we're trying to bring it in. You see Chad definitely coming up onto the side here. Jaxiel trying to bring him and knocked away from Lebanon High School. And Shank kind of knocks it away from the front of the goal, which I'm quite appreciative of, as is the coach. Ball now onto the side of Lebanon High School. And not able to execute anything other than getting it close to the goal here. And the ball kind of bounces there, followed through by Shank, who manages to get it knocked across the court onto the front here, but knocked away by Penn Manor. Chad is there to keep it away from the front of Penn Manor's goal, but Lebanon is there to defend and bring it back. Jaxiel there to kind of follow through on it, and Shank comes through, carrying it through, but it's knocked back by Lebanon High School. Now kind of hanging out in the front, but Shank's there to kind of pull it away from the front of the goal. And there in the air, you'll see Shank kind of carry it through, now onto the side of Penn Manor. Ball kind of loose onto the side of Lebanon High School. Will Penn Manor be able to execute? And the answer is no. And it looks like it could be there, but Jaxiel is there to save the ball. Some incredible saves the past two games here. Again, kind of uncomfortably spending time in front of Penn Manor's goal. But Jaxiel's there to kind of carry it through. Chad there to knock it onto the side of there. And will it be brought in? No, knocked away by Lebanon. Shank is here, bringing it in across the court. Jaxiel kind of taps it now onto the front. Jaxiel puts it onto the side, knocked back on the Penn Manor side. Shank now putting it on. Will he be able to bring it in? And not able to off the side. So some nice taps and touches by Lebanon High School. Okay, Chad brings it on. Will he be able to bring it in? And he brings it in for the first score of the game at about a minute 24 seconds. Chad brings it in for the first score of the match. Fantastic job from Penn Manor, making it 1-0 at 1:24. All right. Match is up, and ball is live onto the side of Lebanon High School. They are desperately trying to bring it in to get their first score of the match. They've been unable to score the entire 3 matches, but it is saved by them. Shank tries to keep it back onto the side there, but it's knocked back on the Penn Manor side. But ultimately, even though the Penn Manor has had the ball quite a bit of their side, Lebanon's been unable to follow through, and Penn Manor's been playing a pretty good defensive game as well. So it's not just the fact that they're unable to execute here, but could this be the match? Nope, it is saved. As Shank again brings it onto the side of Lebanon High School. Ball is now loose on the side of Lebanon High School here. Shank, Jaxiel trying to bring it in, but Shank's there to pull it across, save, bounces off the top, and 30 seconds left. Again, a one-score game doesn't give a lot of cushion. It really could be anyone's game here. Jaxiel knocking away from the front. Shank working their way to kind of keep it away there. Dribbles it across the field. Hey, if we aren't going to get a score, let's keep it on the side of Lebanon High School. Because the reality is, this could be in if they do this correctly. But no! Done. Penn Manor wins their third match. Second game, that is 1-0. Talk about this team a little bit, Coach.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Clay Craig, coach over here at Penn Manor Rocket League. We're going to say that they're doing pretty well today in this game. First game, blowout. Next 2 games, one-score games, but they were able to keep it in. No goals scored on them whatsoever over there in their games. I think we're going to say that Chad was a lifesaver this game with this one. Let me tell you, all 3 players are great.
Are they all freshmen players?
One of them might be a sophomore.
Well, either way, they're all very young players here over in Penn Manor. And, they're doing great during these last few games. They're undefeated this season. Going to be more proud about them and what season that they had. They're going to be most likely after this game, they're going to be going to the finals. And then we have our other finals in May 31st then, too. So really excited to take them and go do that. Hopefully we'll come back with the trophy this time around. It's always the hope. All right, I'm going to pass it back to her.
All right, thanks, Coach. We are back into the game. This is game number 4. If Penn Manor wins it, it will be their ticket punch to the final. Lebanon may not be out. There may be a loser bracket next week. I'm not sure how that all goes, but regardless, in 2 weeks from now, 2.5 weeks, if Penn Manor wins, which is looking quite likely they're going to win, the finals will be held out of Albernia, and Landon Shank in for a score, making it a 1-0 match, continuing the tradition of at least getting 1 point in every game. The past game was just 1 point. I like what Coach Craig was saying. He said this is a team effort. And you saw, especially in the last match, whoa, they almost got scored on there. But in the last match, you saw really Chad kind of carrying it on. He was very defensive in the first game. And these people kind of switch up, play both sides of the map. Chad tends to be more defensive, but you'll see him in the front if it carried through. And here it is. Shank scores again for his second score of the game. So they're doing a nice job here, just bringing this home. All right, 2-0 Penn Manor at 3:36. On to the side of Penn Manor. Lebanon tried at least to not go scoreless in all 4 matches here. And quite honestly, I would love to see them get a score. Bring it a little bit closer, make them sweat a little bit, even though obviously I'm biased and want Penn Manor to win. But Lebanon really has been playing well. It's just that Penn Manor has done a nice defensive game. There's plenty of shots could have easily been a score if one of our players is out of position just a little bit. And there's been plenty of times that Lebanon has been saving the ball from going into the match. So Lebanon has done a very nice job here. Very nice job. And we've had some very close games. And Shank in for the 3rd score. This is looking to be indicative of the first match we played against Lebanon. All right, it's a 3-0 match going into almost the halfway mark. We aren't quite there yet. Ball knocked away, but Jaxiel there to keep that ball from going in. I don't know about you, Coach, but I think one of the worst scores to have is right off the kickoff. Like when there's no defense, and it just gets in right away. Shank for his first score of the game. He's definitely come to life here in this game, and it's been neat to kind of see here. Ball now onto the side of Penn Manor. Shank defends it, but Roberts there to kind of knock it loose. Twitch Dyer's there, but it looks like Penn Manor should be able to get it away, and Jaxiel's there to kind of coax the ball away onto the side, and it is defended. It's a nice job by Twitch there to defend that. Ball kind of bouncing around Penn Manor's side. Shank takes it and manages to keep it away from any of the Lebanon players here. Now knocked onto the side of Penn Manor here, but Chad's there to knock it back and forth. Again, a ping pong match over the center line, but Twitch Tyler's there to keep it onto the side of Penn Manor. Will they be able to continue to keep it there for a little bit? But it looks like Penn Manor might have, I don't know here. They have the ball is now loose, and it is saved by Chad, who only had a knocked off at Chad there in the end zone, and it really could be anyone's match here at this point. Well, not anyone's match. Penn Manor's winning it 4-0, so it still looks very favorable on Penn Manor's side, but it doesn't look like they're going to score again. Knock in, and Chad's like, you know what, we just need to make this 5-0 like the first match. And 5-0 it is. All right, 5-0. Right there. All right.
On the clock.
60 seconds left. And a save. Ball still dancing around Penn Manor's side, just under 50 seconds. But Penn Manor saying, you know what, we like the idea of them going scoreless. And that's where we're headed. Oh my gosh, they actually scored. Coach, you need to make them run at least one lap around the school for letting them score in the final seconds of the match here. Oh my word. Well, at least they got a score. They did not go down scoreless. Ball knocked onto the side of Penn Manor. Penn Manor defends that quite nicely. Ball now 30 seconds to go onto the side of Lebanon High School. Jaxiel knocks away. Shank brings it on back on the side, has control of the ball, loses it there, carry no books, knocks it onto the side of Penn Manor. Still on to the side of Penn Manor, but Penn Manor's there kind of knocking away. This is Penn Manor's kid. Penn Manor is going to the spring championships and defeating Lebanon High School.
And it's back to the garage.
4-0. So congrats to Penn Manor for winning this match. Nice job, nice job. And that should be it. Thank you for following us, and we might be bringing you Minecraft here in just a little bit. But thank you so much for joining us. We will see you in just a little bit.